Hello everybody, welcome back. And we're back on Spark for this session. Your session, of course, being called Me, Build a Web Story. Of course you can. And I'm very excited for what I'm about to show you because this truly is mind-blowing. Now, what we're going to do is create a web story. And if you want, it's actually a web page. So you can use this to create invites, or you can use it to create a story, or maybe a wedding invite, or maybe you just want to tell people about an event that's coming up. And we're not going to stop there. We're even going to show you how to create a video. So we're back on our Cape Town example, and I'm back in Spark. And remember, in order to log into Spark, you need an Adobe ID. I'm going to use my Adobe ID again over here and just log into Spark. Now, your example files under this video, or the ones that you downloaded in the beginning of this session, is under 1.12, a web story. And in here, I've got a Word document with some articles on Cape Town, because again, we're going to make an invite to convince our friends to go to Cape Town with us. I've also got a video clip which we're going to use, and we've got some images here again. So let's start out and we jump straight into Spark. And this time, we don't want to create the posts like earlier. We want to jump through to page. And if I click on page, it's going to open a page where you can immediately start your web story. Now, it's incredibly easy the way this works because you're literally creating it bit by bit. And over here it will say add a title, add a subtitle, and then over on this plus, you decide what comes next. A photo or text, or do you want a button or a video? Do you want a photo grid? Do you want a glide show? Whatever the case may be. But before we start, we're going to go over here to themes. And you'll notice here, the top themes is your branded themes from earlier. Remember what we did in 1.6 when we created that brand? It's kept that coloring for us. And if we don't want that, we can jump into our own style over here. These are all preset styles. I'm going to use Baldwin for this little example. And then we can start our story. Now let's start by saying we want to get our friends to join us for a holiday in Cape Town. So we're going to say Cape Town holiday destination 2018. Add a subtitle. Let's visit the most beautiful place in the world. And I'm not just saying that because we actually have our office here, but it truly is a magnificent place to visit. So together with maybe the start of this first part, I'm going to click at the back and upload a photo. You can use your photos from your Creative Cloud account if you have one already, or I'm going to upload it from those example files I gave you. And our first image is going to be a nice aerial shot of Cape Town. Let's take this one and open. It's going to upload, and there you go. Voila, our first bit is finished. Now we're going to go over to the second bit as we move down here. Look how nice, you've even got that parallax effect if you want it. And we're going to say, what do we want next? Let's start by telling our friends that we would like them to join us for a holiday in Cape Town. So we'll say, guys, I came across, if I can spell, this beautiful city at the south point of Africa. How about a visit for the summer holidays 2018? Now, as you click this text, you'll notice that this sort of box pops up where we can reformat this text. So if we selected H1 means a heading 1, which is quite a big heading. H2 is a smaller heading. We can make it a sort of a quote, then it stands out like that. That would look nice, quite nice, yeah? We can make it a bullet or a numbered list. I'm going to use this one over here. You can also make it bold or italic. And if you wanted to, if you had it as text, we can even select a bit of text and link it through to another page. Now I'm going to just leave it as a block, as a nice quote there. And next we're going to say, what do we want to show next? How about before anything we show off what Cape Town really looks like? And I'm going to use video over here, and it's saying to me insert a YouTube video, and I'm going to jump over to YouTube quickly, and let's do a search for Cape Town and find a nice video here. And there's a nice one. I'm going to pick that. Choose that whole link up there. Jump back into Spark, and we're pasting that link over here, and we click save. It's going to create that link. Voila! We now have a video on our page. What do we want to do next? How about we show another nice big image? And I'm going to upload an image again, and let's use this beautiful image of Clifton Beach. Now, as I drop the image in, I'm not limited to the size that it's making it here. You'll even notice you can put in a caption, but I'm going to use one of these other options. If I say full screen, it's going to create a nice big image. If I use window, then I'm going to get this sort of scroll effect where it sort of reveals the image underneath. If I say full width, it's going to make it the full screen. And if I use move, I can move up and down. Now for this one, I'm going to use window. It's going to work nicely. And then underneath it, let's sort of create a bit of paragraph text where we want to use an article all about Cape Town. And I'm going to use one from this Simon Richmond writer from The Lonely Planet. And it's 24 hours in Cape Town. So now we can start convincing them just how cool it would be to have that holiday in Cape Town. I'm copying all that text, and I'm going to drop it in here under text. And there we go. Okay, so that's a very long article. I might decide, you know what, we're just going to do a part of it. You'll notice that each paragraph is actually brought in as a separate text bit. Okay, and this one goes on quite long. So I'm going to delete parts of it just to make our page a little bit easier to read. Right, let's use it like that. And there you go. I might decide that this title needs to be a lot bigger, and I want to center align it, and the writer, we're going to center align and where it was written in, and voila, and there we go. Now our story starts to flow. If I wanted to link to other websites inside my copy, I could do that. I can choose anything here. Maybe I want to choose Jason's Bakery, and I want to link to that website. Then I can click on the link over here, and I can say that needs to go to Jason's Bakery.co.za and save. So you're now creating internal links inside your web story. And there's my story, and then maybe at the end of the story I say, what's next? I want to have a photo grid. And on the photo grid, I'm going to upload some photos, and I'm going to choose all 6 over here. And it's going to create this nice photo grid for me. You're not limited to this. You might say, well, I want those 3 images to show, and this one must display quite nice and big in the middle, so I'm going to say large photo. Look at that. So 3 images there, then a large image, and then 2 nice ones here. So it's just creating all of this for you as you move along. Okay, I'm going to save that. Nice. Look at that. Nice little gallery. What do I want next? Maybe next I'd say, so how about it, guys? Let's visit Cape Town. And how about we make an email link over here so that when they click it, they can email us directly and say, yes, they'd like to visit. I'm actually going to make this into a quote again because it just looks so nice. Let's click plus again, and I'm going to put a button over here. And this button can link through to an address. We can say email me if you would like to join. Now, email link is not a normal URL like that. It's not a web address. So you have to use mail to : okay, it's all one word, mail to : and then your email address. And let's centraline that button. Voila, now we have an email. And lastly, let's end off with a very nice photo again. And let's see what we have left here. Let's use again a nice aerial shot, but a different one this time. And open. And I'm going to make this into a full screen. Yes. You can even add a caption. Right. That's it. My story is done. So let's go look at what we've created. Once you're done with your whole creation here, you can share it immediately. You can preview it as you move along, and you can even go to settings and you can create a header and a footer. Now this is amazing because it actually ties it to your brand and it creates a header and a footer that sits like a website. Any website would have a header or a footer. Now if I click on share, you'll see that I can give this a title. I'm going to say Cape Town holiday destination, that's fine. And I'm going to say here travel. And if there's photo credits and you use photos with royalty credits on them, then you have to credit the photographer, do that. Okay, next I'm going to say create link. Now what's actually happening is it's uploading all the content we just created to the Adobe servers, and it's being hosted for you. You don't have to worry about uploading any of this. And yes, in Journey Free, we're going to teach you all about web hosting and URLs and all these things, but that's taken care of for you here. What they give you is this link. Look at that. And you can copy that link and you can put it into your browser and you can see it, or you can send it to your aunt somewhere else in America or wherever, and they can open that whole creation that you've made. You can also share directly to Facebook, to Twitter, on email, or you can embed it on another website. How amazing is that? So if you use embed, it would work like an embed code where you can bring it onto one of your pages on your website. But let's see what we've created. I'm going to copy this link and put it into the browser, and voila. Can you see that's online? It's hosted for us. And there's my full story that I've just created. And let's see how long it takes to load. And there we go. Done. Look how nice that is. It's a web story, and there it flows down to the next element we've created. Our video plays in here. Okay, and on and on and
Decades.
on. You can have a look at that. And then as we move down, there's our new image that we posted. There's the article that we had, and the whole article, and remember the link that we've put in there is over here, and flow further down. There's my nice photo grid. I can even click on the images to see a larger version of the image. I can go down, and there's the email link that I've created that will go to my email, and that's it. How beautiful is that? And we did all of this in literally 10 minutes. So just imagine what you can create, your wedding invites, your event invites, anything like that you can do with this Spark page. All right. So how cool was that? I am not done yet. So let's go back into Spark over here. And I'm going to go back to the main page, spark.adobe.com. And let's see if we can create a video clip. Sure. Video clips used to be very difficult to create. Imagine you want to put music and your own voice, and you want to put some slides and some video clips. Guess what? With Spark, it's easy. So if I click on plus, this time I would go to video. And it's going to open the initial video screen, and I'm going to say Cape Town, South Africa. It's my video title. Next, it asks me, what do I want to do? Do I want to tell a story? Do I want to show a journey? Do I want to show personal growth, teach a lesson, an invite, whatever. These are all templates that you can start with, or you can just start from scratch. Let's do that. Okay, now it's going to call up. It looks like a bit like a slideshow that you would create in PowerPoint, but guess what? You're working with video here. So you can have an image. It's going to record our voice as we go along. If you're unsure of how this is going to work, let's quickly look at a video here. Voila. You excited yet? Let's see what we can do. So this is going to be my first slide. Here you can see all your slides here at the bottom. And let's start with a little photo. Again, we're going to choose that nice photo of Cape Town. Let's take that one. And that's our first slide. All right. Now, this little microphone down here, the moment you click it, it's going to start recording your voice. All right. For as long as you're holding down that microphone. So you can tell your friends a story, or you can put narration to this video. I'm going to just quickly say something here about Cape Town. Hi guys, I just thought I would tell you all about Cape Town because I really think we should visit this beautiful city in the south of Africa. Okay, now as I drop it, the first slide is done. So let's go to the second slide. I'm going to click on plus. And it says to me, now you're on the second slide. And what do we want to put here? Maybe you just want to put some text. Hello there, whatever. And that slide will then be your second slide. But how about we choose another photo? And we say, well, no, we want a photo. And this time we're going to upload this image. And I'm going to say something about this image again. Apparently they say that Cape Town has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. From this image, I think it's probably true. Right, stop, and that's 8 seconds. Let's do another slide. And this time I'm going to choose another photo. And let's take this nice aerial shot taken from Lion's Head. And I'm going to record something for this. Guys, apparently you can also climb a mountain straight sort of in the middle of the city. It's called Lion's Head. And if you do this really early, you can watch the sun come up over the city. Done. Okay, so now we've got 3 slides already inside our video. Now for the next slide, I'm going to choose a little bit from a video clip that we've got. And this video clip isn't inside your example folder. So I'm going to click on video and I'm going to grab it over there under your web story folder, which is over here. And it's this Cape Town video clip. Now it's going to show me the whole video clip and I can play through it. Or I can drag a certain part inside it. So maybe I want to show something really beautiful here where this sort of scene on Lion's Head again, and maybe all the way up to before Robben Island. Okay, let's see what we have. So this bit. Or maybe you want to move this further down, maybe show something else further in your video. These are video clips on your computer. So maybe it's something that you downloaded from the internet, or it's something you took with your cell phone. You can use anything. I'm going to stick to this little bit here because it's quite a nice little shot all the way up to over here. And I'm going to save it. Now it converts that and makes a smaller video bit from what you've given it over there. And it brings it into your final presentation. You can have multiple clips, you can have multiple uploads, it's up to you. Bear in mind that video clips take time to upload. Okay, so if you do want to use bits of video, keep it short. Now let's just give it some time to save that bit of video that I've inserted there. Now this video clip, for instance, has its own soundtrack already. Now remember, Spark can add your narration and then it can add a sound clip. So you might want to mute the sound inside of this, all the different clips that you bring in. Or maybe you want to keep it. It's up to you. Okay, let's give it a little bit more time to upload. Okay, and there we go. So now we've got 4 slides. We can keep going. We can have slides with captions. We can have, for instance, our next slide, we can have a split screen. And on this side, we can have another photo. And I can say upload photo. And maybe here we want to talk about the winelands. If you ever visit Cape Town, you will not want to miss the winelands. We've got some of the best wine in the world. So on this side, we would say text, visit the winelands. So something that would go with your narration, and maybe you want to click here again saying, do not forget to visit the winelands for some of the best wines in the world. Done. Okay, now before we publish this, let's just go back to this clip over here, and I said to you we need to mute the sound on this clip. If I click over here, you'll see I can edit and I can mute that sound. And on this edit menu as well, you can cut bits of the video if you wanted to, or you can continue the clip and so on. So playing around here a bit, you can set up exactly what you want. And we're not done. We want to choose some music for the background of our video. And if we click on one of these here, we can hear preview. Let's click on this. What can we use here? No, horror movie won't work for this. Western Sage. No. Pacific Fire, maybe. Southern Park. No. Sunlit Valley, maybe that would be nice. Yeah, that sounds like something that would work well with our clip. Let's take that one. Add my music. If you want to add your music, you can upload a clip from your own music collection. All right. Now I'm going to use the Sunlit Valley. And we're done. So let's preview our video. Just give it a moment to drop in the sound. And here we go. Hi guys. I just thought I would tell you all about Cape Town because I really think we should visit this beautiful city in the south of Africa. Apparently they say that Cape Town has some of the most beautiful beaches in the world. From this image, I think it's probably true. Guys, apparently you can also climb a mountain straight in the middle of the city. It's called Lion's Head. And if you do this really early, you can watch the sun come over the sea. So, do not forget to visit the winelands for some of the best wines in the world. How cool was that? Our own little video clip. We did it in 3 to 4 minutes, and it's a full-on video clip. So if we click on share up here, we can choose a category, we can create a link, and we can link to this video clip from inside a newsletter, or we can send it to our friends, or we can drop it inside an email. It's now an actual link that's hosted again for you. You don't have to upload it anywhere. You can use that link and share it with whomever. So once again, I'm going to urge you, I want you to create a video. And I want you to create a web story. Tell us about yourself, tell us about your family, tell us anything. And upload it. Send us those links so we can brag and show the rest of course you can, guys, what you've done. And you know, it can sort of become part of your creative journey. Let's give it a little bit more time. There's your link. That link you can drop straight into a web browser, into an email, send it to anybody. You can share it to Facebook, Twitter, email, or you can embed, once again, that video inside your own website. Very nice as well, you've got this download button. And the download button will download the video clip back onto your computer. Maybe it's something you want to present later in a meeting, or maybe it's something you want to show at home. It's something you want to put onto your phone. You can actually download that whole clip that you've created with its music, with its sound. It's yours to keep. Okay, now while that's preparing, I hope you enjoyed this. I really want you guys to go and create some amazing stuff here. Upload it. Let's see what you can come up with. We can't wait to see what you're going to do. Thank you. See you soon.